Alright, so here what I am doing is I am basically playing C major chord in 5 different positions over the fretboard. So any chord we can play over the entire fretboard. So C major open chord. I am playing C major open chord. But why is it really required to learn any chord in different positions and you are able to play over the entire fretboard? So there are two main reasons for it. So one, when you learn arpeggios, so when you move from beginner to advanced level or to intermediate level, then you would be learning arpeggios at some point. And then by using these different positions just for a single chord, we can connect those notes all over the fretboard and then you can play arpeggios. So understanding of arpeggios, we need to know these different shapes, different positions for a single chord. And secondly, when we start doing guitar soloing and when we are doing chord tone targeting. So what I mean is basically when somebody is playing, let's say C major chord, then what are the notes? So basically I'm using those notes while playing guitar solo. So using this chord tone targeting concept, we need to know how we can play one chord in different positions over the entire fretboard. So this concept of learning of playing one chord over the entire fretboard, there are two ways by which we can understand this. But what we are going to do in this tutorial is we are going to learn different positions using a triad perspective. So if you look at from triad perspective, how we can understand this. So that's the whole point, yeah. So after playing for a certain time, you know, just one chord over the entire fretboard, it just gets into the memory. But I think it's still useful just to learn the theory behind it. So if you look at from triad perspective, so for example, I'm using here C major chord, right? So let's start with the C major scale. Everything is derived from the major scale. So let's start with the C major scale. So for any major scale, what's the formula? We just use the simple formula: whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, whole step and half step. So the notes in the C major scale are C, D, E, F, G, A and B. So if you number these notes 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what are the triads for any chord in major scale? So for C major or any major scale. So we just need to take the first, third and fifth note, which is also called the root note, which is the C in this case, then the major third and then the perfect fifth, first, third and fifth. So the notes in the C major scale would be C, E and G. So if I look at over the entire fretboard, there are a lot of notes, okay? But I get rid of all the notes and we just keep C, E and G note. Then it's much more simpler. So this is how it looks like. All right. So one grouping is right here. So if I group the C, E, G, it becomes normal open C major chord, which you know. Now I have another option to group this C, E, G, these three notes right here. So this is playing C major chord in second position. So I can also play this in the bar, but I generally prefer to play like this. Now I can also group right here. Alright, so this is also C major in third position. Now I can also play C major right here. We can also play bar, okay, or you can also play like this. And then fifth position is right here. Okay, so same grouping, these three notes C, E, G, and then just looking where I can make a grouping of it, and then you can play. You can make your own shape, but these are the most common shapes. And as we go down the fretboard, these shapes will repeat as well. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thank you for watching.